So, by the time y'all see this, hopefully, this car's back up and running. But at the current moment, car's not running. Transmission's been out for a couple of months, and this is going to be an explanation video. This is a yapping / technical session or technical video. So this is to teach others and help others who may have done or who might, so people don't make the same mistake that I made. You know, we all make mistakes. It's the whole point. You know, here to learn from it and whatnot. So what happened? So the video that y'all see that posted about me getting a new trans, originally that work was done in July. So from, call it early July, I was up in, I was up somewhere else. I got the work done by, a shop or whatnot. And everything was fine and smooth for the first, we'll call it 150 to 200 miles. But then I was leaving home. I was leaving to come back to Georgia. I was up in New Jersey, the DMV area, whatever. And on my way back, I get on the interstate and something feels weird. Like it's 11, 12 hour drive. So, I put on cruise control and get ready to just sit back, cruise, literally. 70 mile an hour, 6th gear, because I still had the brake in the trans. So nothing over 3,500 RPM, basically. So that's what I did, Went on the interstate, got to 60, put in 6th gear, sorry. This car has 373, so that's like 2,100 miles. And, we were going uphill, like slightly, but I had to increase, give it gas and whatnot. And all of a sudden it started free spinning. Like in cruise control, when you free spin, it'll just go, I'll show a demonstration here. So I noticed this, so I got cruise control on, doing 60, 65. I'm gonna bump it up. Oh, I'm at 60. I'm gonna bump it up to 65. 1, 2. And that's basically what happened. So I'm like, that's odd and concerning. The only thing I can think of is clutch slippage. And the only thing I did not do was replace the clutch, because I'm thinking clutch has been fine throughout all this abuse and whatnot. And at the time, I had the money for the transmission and whatnot. But long story short, I should have did them both at the same time. So what ended up happening was the input shaft inside the old clutch. So you have the clutch, you have the input shaft, they're meshed together or whatnot. So I guess the old clutch was so damn beat up that it had just enough wiggle room inside of it after a while. That's what I'm going for. That's what I think. That's what happens. And it was just enough to where it started, I guess, vibrating or bouncing off the insides. Not by a lot. Not enough for me to notice it, because again, it was fine driving it for the first little while. But it just kept getting worse and worse throughout the drive. So around South Carolina, I'm about 800 miles in at this point. I'm getting off at the final stop to pull into a gas station to fill up. And all I hear is this massive boom. So we hit South Carolina, and all I hear is a giant bang. I was getting off the interstate anyway, and I was going uphill. Second I gave it like tiny bit of gas, not really anything. Just a giant bang. It woke me and my brother. Well, it woke my brother up because he was like, what the hell? Get outside the car, start looking under, see if there's anything pop, anything leaking. Nothing. But ever since then, it just progressively kept getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, pause. It is a few days later after, or maybe almost like a week and a half after the footage that you guys just saw. I realized something. I said, wait a minute. The pilot bearing, because I was doing kind of like a mess check, but I was like, it was making weird noises before it broke. Like, even when I first got it, it made this weird whining noise. I even said in the video. So I looked into it, and that could be caused to a bad pilot bearing. And if it's not separated, if it's worn out, it'll cause to separate, and basically the crank and the input are going to be driving at two different speeds. Sound familiar? So the old clutch could have worked. No, it really wouldn't, because I would have to take off anything anyway. Regardless, I just ordered me a pilot bearing. I literally dropped off the car because like there's no way it just shredded through a clutch instantly. But yeah. Oopsies. Back to the video. And fast forward, we had to I still needed the car. It was my only car, unfortunately. And so I had to use it to get to and from, but it really just got to the point to where I could not drive it more than like pinky toeing this bitch. It sucked. A Ben Calimer stage 1 again, going into the car, because right now the car makes stock power. It's not really getting a supercharger anytime soon. It ain't gonna be boosted like that anytime soon, unless someone wants to help me out, maybe. And you know, the whole me getting a whole bunch of stuff to do to the car. Well, I kind of need the car to run, so instead of me getting like all the other minute stuff, well, now I gotta buy a whole new trans and clutch, right? And hopefully nothing else. But right here behind me is a Vengeance Performance stage 2 clutch, twin disc, and I have a like I said, a Ben Calimer stage 1 trans. So with that, hopefully everything will be done. So note to self, if you're going to do any of this, just if you need to replace any drivetrain part, not counting a drive shaft unless you like really need to, just trans, clutch, just get it done. Even if, you know, the clutch isn't screwed up or whatnot, either get it, you know, resurfaced, redone, everything. It's just good. I didn't listen. I didn't think about it. I just really wanted my car back. I want to have it all gear so I can actually like rip on it and stuff. My mistake. I learned. Woo! I made a mistake. Everyone fires at me in the comments, so. Yep. But I wanted to make this video out before I did anything else. I have some other videos like currently in the works. We're working on a certain project that I got. I'm not gonna say what, but this video, every video that you'll see past the Mustang getting fixed, will be videos I made in the background, like small stuff that I could do. So be looking forward to a new build. It's a daily build. It's a budget build. It's not getting this kind of love. It definitely needs to get up, going, and move around. So, but yeah, hopefully this car can just stay fixed and not die. That's it on the mechanical side. I'm gonna go into another video on emissions related issues later, but I hope y'all enjoyed this technical session. And yeah, warranty the parts if you can. Don't do what I did. It's just not good. So with that, stay safe. Adios.